YouTube, what's happening? It's your boy Silenced Hero, and for the last 3 years, me and my friends have been playing on the same Minecraft world. Um, Consistent, sometimes off and on here and there, but quite a bit actually for the last 3 years. And the owner of the realm, one of my buddies, doesn't want to pay for the realm anymore. So I want to take this time to do a little world tour and cement this world uh, into a digital format because I am quite proud of this world. This might be my best, longest played, and proudest creations are on this Minecraft world. So, without further ado, let's hop right into it for this world tour. We're gonna start things off here in my farming district. We have a villager fuck hut right there. And then we have my villager trading hall here on the right. Different villagers, different things. I didn't put signs on all of them. The magma blocks are there to prevent zombies from getting in, but they can't really get to them, thankfully. Or at least I haven't had an issue. I do have a sugarcane farm that automatically fills this chest. Never mind, I guess it doesn't work. I thought I had it. I guess this was the last thing I built, so I don't even think it's gone off yet. Anyway. We come down here. I built my first ever item sorter. This is the farming district, so every single one of these farms is connected to an underground like sewer system. And so it funnels all the items down underground. There's Timothy, the pink sheep. But it funnels everything underground up the chute, and it gets dispersed into these chests. Got an auto crafter for the ingots to turn them, or the nuggets to turn them into ingots. Cactus, cobblestone, stone, bamboo. I had too much bamboo than I knew what to do with. So much. Kelp, bread, sugarcane. I had auto smelters for the ores, which was awesome, and then just a general overflow. I do want to do more of this. I do have clear glass on, so if you see the floating redstone, there's glass right there. I do have a villager automatic farm for bread and carrots. And then we've got automatic sheep. There's glass here. I swear there's glass here. But that gives me wool. And then we have a automatic cow farm here. And then chicken farm. The sheep get sheared, and then they get sent in here into the collections. I'm not sure why this one gets some before this, but it's not that big of a deal to me personally. So, before we get there, let's go make our way this way. I have an automatic kelp farm here. Used to be able to just go in this chest and grab it, but I connected everything to that auto sorter, so now you don't need that anymore. This was the first iteration of a crop farm before I got the villagers. Here we have my bamboo farm. And then both of these I have villagers that trade for sticks. It seems to be broken at the moment, which is a tad bit unfortunate, but it's a quick fix. Let's see. Silk touch, do I? I do. Really? I put 2 there? Dot Sigma. Hold on. Please hold. I just need to I need to break this. But yeah, okay. So the flying machine goes across while the minecart goes underneath. It is connected to a daylight sensor, so it pretty much goes off every time I go to sleep. Um, that's where the bed's at. But I am quite proud of this. I like redstone, so the hopper minecart just snakes back and forth and collects all the bamboo. There's some loss. It shoots some bamboo out the side, like right there. But I have so much bamboo, I don't even know what to do with it all. So, and then this connects to the auto sorter, or the auto sorter over there. We do have the beacon with the statues out in front, right in the middle. This is honestly my favorite build I've ever done in my life. So I this build is based on JC Plays' XP farm for Bedrock. I just layered it, so now there's and in his farm there's only one portal. I put 5. So let me show you guys how it works. Oh, show it works real quick. We have a trident killer on the bottom. Up equals on. That'll turn the farm on. Little area here to, if you want to AFK, has stuff to put your items in so you don't lose it. But let me just show you how effective this farm is. I mean, look at that. Come on. It just constantly spawns piglins. I'm level 22 right now. If we turn this on, game over. You just stand here. Just leave it on and stand here and get XP. But yeah, it's honestly the best XP farm I've ever made. I know there is a new one with armadillos and the infesting potion. But this was made before that update, and it's been crucial to our world. But yeah, and then we have a enchantment table up here. So you could use your XP levels right away. Over here we do have a cactus farm. I don't know what I need cactus for besides smelting for XP, but that was like one of the first farms I built over here. And then we got a cobblestone generator. You just sit here and that's it. Okay. I did have a bone meal farm, and it worked by having the lava over here and the water over here, turning these into stone, and then pistons push them this way, and it covers the whole place. There's one moss block here. You put some bone meal in here, and it bone meals this, turns all the bottom blocks into moss, and then the water breaks all of the water will flicker on and off, and it'll send all like the carpet and the saplings all down into these composters. I forget what update did it, but it was an update and it broke it, and I didn't feel like fixing it because we have a skeleton spawner by one of our bases, so I didn't bother fixing it. But it's been broken since February 13th, and this is currently May 14th. So, and then we have a big old long super smelter here. I do have dripstone lava cauldrons all along the top for fuel. And then if we come down here, we have... Okay, so one of the things I do uh, on a Minecraft world, when I don't know what to do, I will dig a anywhere from 3x3 to 6x6 hole in the ground, just straight down, as far as I can. Not as far as I can go, but quite a ways. Um, and then usually I'll get too tired of digging, and I'll have an idea of something to build, and then not only that, but also have the resources to build it. So this is the extent of that. Whoa. Hello? What the fuck? What happened? I'm stuck. Oh my god, what the hell just happened? That was fucking trippy. Um, but yeah, I found this cave, so I kind of stopped digging here. And then I also built a tunneling machine for the first time on this world as well. Um, right here. Pretty neat. You just open the chest, launches TNT. Boom. You go and collect your stuff. I got this off a tutorial. I don't remember what tutorial or who made this tutorial. But you're supposed to stand on this right here and use it, and it just pushes you along. But yeah, I like those little tunneler systems. Unfortunately, there's no TNT duplication on Bedrock, which kind of sucks. But you just come over here, put your ores that you find in here, and it gets sent into that sewer system, into the automatic sorters. And then over here we have our Trident Killer farm. Not Trident Killer, our Trident farm. Like actually, it does drowned. You just stand here AFK and put a macro on or something, and just sit here and smack. Rotten flesh, copper, nautilus shells, fish, tridents. I wanted the tridents for the trident grinders. For these farms over here. I did have a mud area. I didn't really do anything with mud. And then there's a turtle area right over here with turtles. I wanted to do something with mud, but I didn't get around to it. And then I don't know if you saw in the distance, but there's a giant floating eyeball, which I think is awesome. As we approach the mainland here, this is a glass dome. You can't really see it with the texture pack I have on, but it's a glass dome. We got a modern-ish house here. This is spawn. We have a lighthouse here, which came out awesome. I didn't build this. Big Dill built that, and then Big Dill and Nilly Noah also built this castle, which was like a community base at the start. This is the map of most of the world. We're currently right here. My farm's down here below. It's just off of the. You'll notice some things like the little Among Us on the eyeball. Go ahead and scan that QR code. See what happens. Oh wait. You're welcome. And then we got Bongo Cat. But this is super cool. You'll see we did a project. Me and my brother did a project right over here. I wanted to do it on this island here because I think it would have been the perfect location for it. However, one of our other realm members already claimed it. Granted, he didn't do anything with it, which kind of sucks, but he had already claimed that island, so we're like, that sucks. The two realm owners, Big Dill and Nilly Noah, They were kind of the rulers, so this castle is their castle. And then I don't know if they still have it. Oh, they do. So yeah, you go up here to tell them your spiel, and then if they don't like it, they'll send you down. There used to be a baby zombie down here with fully enchanted netherite gear and a netherite sword. But someone's little brother joined and killed him or something. But now there's a dripstone down there. So you still die. Small storage area down here. So this is kind of communal area. If we come out here, we have an enchantment room. Extra beds. The original XP farm is right here. It's basically the same thing I did on the XP island, but only one nether portal, and this is underground. We didn't want it. It looks kind of ugly. I'll be honest. That XP farm looks ugly as hell. But at the XP farm, I didn't care how it looked. It was in the farming district, so I didn't really care. We got the collection of music discs with this. Nether portals over here. I'm gonna go to sleep though real quick because even though the place is lit up, I don't want to ruin anything. Okay. We're not gonna go there just yet. I'm gonna make you wait for that one. But if we come this way, we have a completely redone cave / sinkhole. It was kind of ugly. We kind of vegified it, and then as you can tell, it's been a while since we did anything because those things are growing like crazy. There used to be a sheep farm down there, but we figured it was too much of a pain to get down to, so we decided not to. Someone's younger brother built this in the dead center of the path right here. Wait. I moved the house from the path. As they moved the house, just moved it out of the way, which I thought was hilarious. We do have stables over here, which is cool, and as random zombie villager. And then we do have a dragon skull, which came out awesome. It's made by Big Dill. I think it was from a YouTube tutorial. Don't know which one, but it came out freaking awesome. We have a pretty house up here. I think there was supposed to be a iron farm plan here, but it didn't come to fruition, so we ended up with a UFO abducting a cow. And a pretty house. Pretty nice looking house. This is one of our buddies' starter houses. We've got some custom trees over here with some pathways up there. They were gonna do a tree like city. But that didn't. It took so long to just get these trees, and then the leaves kind of right that they just decided not to. And then here we have Snorlax's starter house. Okay, and then let's go over here actually. Nerf Mally made this, started making this. He's gonna make a kingdom over here. He didn't get too far. There's one of his friends, I think, bases. And then one of his other friends made this base over here too, I think. And then as you can see over here was that island that I wanted to build on. Oh. It had trees on it. It no longer has trees on it. I don't know what he was planning here, but I think this place would have been really cool for what me and my brother had planned. There's his house is over here. But as we go back, I'm going to show you the armor hall. This was one of our realms, girlfriends' houses. And here we have the armor hall, which I thought came out pretty awesome. It's kind of on a bridge. It's got, yeah. I thought it came out really good. Warp stem and deep slate go so well together. I don't care what anyone says; it goes so well together. I didn't have enough diamonds to do everything, but there's an LA in here. But yeah, I thought it was pretty sick. Pretty sick. This is Dylan and Noah's Kingdom crest. So everything inside their kingdom's domain had that crest. That was a sugarcane farm that someone had built that played on the world for like a week or two and then never played it again. And it just was an eyesore, to be honest. So we covered it up. It's still functional, still works, still there, but we kind of covered it up. And now we'll tour my starter house. Not that yet. This was someone's house, but it was a glorified box. So we tore it down. But here we have my starter base. It's really nothing special. It's really nothing special. We'll start at the bottom. Yeah, start at the bottom. Okay, I got the dogs. I got sugarcane, wheat up there. This is where I would put my to-do list or things I needed. Chests are all here. And then down here, I had a little bit of a farm area. I had a kind of sort of automatic sugarcane farm. Didn't produce very much or very fast. And then this was lava. I had dripstone and lava here. I was collecting lava because I used to have my super smelter here, but it kept breaking for some reason. So I rooted that out and moved it to my farming district. This is that's how you used to get to the super smelter. And then if we go down here, I dug this with a tunnel bore. So if you go down this way, you'll hit underneath the castle, and then you can go up into the castle from there. Or you can go this way, and you'll go to the mine, which I have a tunnel bore over there as well. But this was my starter base, which was sick. Why do I have 2 riptides? I ain't even complaining. Oh, fucker. Okay. Okay. We got 2 ships out here. I built a little like gazebo kind of area up here. On top of this little hill. I thought it was nice. There are 2 ships out there which came out pretty nice as well. I did light this place up like crazy because I did not want anything to spawn in this nature walk. But over here we do have a skeleton spawner. Literally right next to my base. It was the craziest thing ever. Skeleton spawn in here. And then you just yeah, they spawn in, and then you just and then everything gets siphoned. Oh damn, I did not realize these were that full. Good lord. Yeah, so as you can see, the bone meal farm that I had made was useless. It was pointless. There was no need. But yeah. And that was very useful in the early game. Tell you what. And then especially with all these trees. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is the inside of my base. You'll know it's a Clayton base when you see crafting tables randomly. I use a lot of crafting tables. I would rather craft a crafting table than walk like 15 blocks to get to a crafting table. And then that path leads. I built the tower at the top of the mountain, and this whole. I kind of was going for like an enchanted forest kind of vibe. Um, but let's go back over here, and we'll give you the whole experience. Big deal. Nilly Noah put their heads together and made this gigantic, beautiful thing. Like, look at this lion, dude. The lion's sick. I can't tell you how many freaking gladiatorial matches we had here. It was freaking sweet. I don't know why red sand is so hard to get in this freaking game, which is really annoying, but yeah, you come in here, put your stuff down, set your spawn, and then have at the they put the symbol, I don't know if you can see it, on the floor in here of the kingdom crest, which I thought was really freaking cool. But yeah, this is a really cool build. I'm actually really impressed that they did this. Came out super nice. It's freaking massive. There is the symbol in the sky, so it shows up beautifully on the map. Speaking of, I did miss something I want to show you guys. But first, can we go to sleep, please? Let me show you. Let me show you something. There we go. There's one more thing that my brother's Kyle built. Check this shit out. Guardian Farm. With the compass on it. I don't know if you noticed on the map, but we do have a compass. That is a raid farm at the very top there. For totems and whatnot. This thing works extremely well. This is where you AFK at. Right up here. Oh. And then they just spawn like crazy. It's beautiful. It works amazing. We never need fish ever again. They drop so much. Look at that. Look at them all. How crazy is that? Prismarine. Granted, we never built anything with Prismarine, but if we needed to, it was here. I also like the Japanese kind of style. Came out really good. All right. Time to show you guys what I spent most of my time working on. All right, I do have. This is the path of my enchanted forest. This is a barn that has sheep in it, and then you collect wool at the bottom. It was, yeah, early farm. But if we follow this path down here, you'll soon see. Man, that wasn't like that before. You'll soon see what me and Kyle spent most of our days working on, and it came out honestly my best Minecraft build I've ever built, my biggest project I've ever done. Here we have a Viking village, a dwarven village. I did these houses. I got them from a YouTube tutorial, I think. These towers, though, are my. I came up with those off the dome. They're scattered throughout. You'll notice. They're scattered throughout. The statues on this land bridge. Came out really nice. We got a fresh boat. But man, I I can't tell you how long we worked on this, man. So long. I don't think things are. Yeah, these aren't furnished. Some of them are, but not all of them are furnished. Over here we have the farm area. You know, every town needs a little farm section. So these are, the farm sections. We got vineyards, wheat, stables, all kinds of stuff, right? Let's look at it from above here real quick. Farm section here. And as we go along this way, you'll see beautiful houses. Kyle did a lot of these houses, and they came out so nice. We've got some people in the village playing. Don't know exactly what they're doing up there, but he's doing something. Little greenhouse action here. Beautiful. I love how you walk up to that. I love the way you walk up to this. It's so nice. Wheat fields on both sides. Beautiful fucking. So nice. Love it. Oh, I guess that scaffolding still there. But this is kind of like a wizardy house. Wizard tower. We got some guy pulling a wagon. We got a bunch of shops here. Or quote unquote shops. I don't think they're not furnished. These ones are. These opened ones are. With some dudes. Came up pretty cool. This guy's sitting on the wandering merchant. We'll come over there later. We'll go over there in a second. I did do this tree. I'm quite proud of this bench. It's simple, but it's cute. It's effective. You know what I mean? And it overlooks the giant mining operation that's taking place down there. But anyway, we have a really difficult diagonal building here that came out really good. I didn't do it. I refuse to build anything diagonal in this game. Got a little statue. Another tower. Little observatory. Little camp for the people living in this tower, for the Imperial Guards. There's the castle right there. Oh, there's no way down right here. I forgot. So now we'll go this way. We'll go check out the castle. Let's do the castle last, actually. We'll do the castle last. But we got a path down here. This path goes into the mountain and then comes out over there. This path goes around across the bridge and then into the cave. But it's literally just concrete to make it look like it's a cave, but it's not actually a cave. I can't wait to show you guys what's down there. But this cuts into the mountain a little bit. Beautifully decorated by my brother. That tower is kind of built into the side of the wall there. I thought was super cool. Alright, got some people working over here. Super cool little area here. People working. This is a crane. And what it does is it'll carry stuff up from down below all the way up here, and then it gets packed up and shipped off. Because what are dwarven cities known for? Wars, right? So why not make it rich, make a living off of it, you know? My brother built a redstone contraption in there that just constantly cycles music discs. So as you get closer to this area, the music gets louder. It's actually great. Some buildings, a clock tower, which came out really freaking nice actually. There's that observatory. We do have a sawmill over here. Then we got log storage, and then over here we have a little market tavern area. This is where we kept most of our materials to build. Nice little like market square. People working. Smithery. I didn't know you added names to these. It's the bee's knees. Beehives and honey. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, here's a bunch of stuff that we use to make little fisherman hut area with some boats. There is a statue here, but it really doesn't do you justice to look at it from this angle, so let's go fly to the mountainside and check it out. Okay, it still doesn't do it justice. Let's go this way. Oh, I built the ship. The ship came out sick. I don't know what YouTube tutorial I watched to do that, but I did it. Yeah. Look at his little derpy face. Hell yeah. But that came out super nice. That ship came out phenomenal. I love the way that came out. Turn around and give it a good look. It came out so good. So good, dude. Man. Okay, and we got some Imperial soldiers marching. Some common folk walking around. And then before we hop into the castle, we're going to walk over here. And I'm going to show you this beautiful freaking harbor where this is where we load up all the ores and all of the wood and materials that we load up onto the ship, and then they go out the bay and on their merry little way. And then this aquifer, which connects that water, it actually transfers it down here, and it follows. You know what? Yeah, okay, yeah. That's just black concrete. There's not actually a hole here. But the water flows down from there, and it actually flows into here, down to here, and over here. And I'll show you guys that in just a moment. Up here we have some carts. I actually think I found off TikTok this design. I thought it was super cool. But yeah, carts full of stuff, just carrying it. What happens is they carry it from the caves. It comes along here, gets transported over here, and then we have a crane that brings it. Oh, there ain't no way. Okay, there we go. There. Okay, the crane drops it down to here. It gets sent along here, and then they use it here. This is where they get refined. They get refined. The water comes down the aquifers right into here, so they can use water and lava. That's where the ores become refined ores, iron, and then backstock. And then you'll notice far right tube doesn't have any lava in it. Well, that's because it sprung a leak on the side. No purpose other than just to tell a little story. That is it. Oh my god, I thought I mob proofed it on here. Fuck you want, bruh? Ow. I hear him. Over here we have a bit more storage for all of our miners and stuff down here. Oh my, I really didn't mob proof this at all, did I? That's annoying. Anyway, we'll just have to proceed with caution. Keep following this path, and then we'll come up to the looking up view is phenomenal. I fucking love it. The height on this build is so nice. We got little fake amethysts. More backstock of ores, emerald, diamond. This is the crane that lifts it up. Down there is actually the deep dark. Yeah. We don't like the deep dark. No. Deep dark's scary. But if we keep following this path here, we will have a little. Oh, we also, these were natural, these like stalagmites, and then I just hollowed them out and put campfires in them to make it look cooler. But here we have the barracks, just little rooms with a bunch of beds in them, which I could probably use actually. Okay. Beautiful. Where they cook food, sit down to eat, lava. But yeah, that's pretty much all of the big old base that we built. I mean, most of it was cave. There was a very thin layer on top of the cave where dirt and stuff was. We just mined it and TNT'd it to hell to expose this, and then we kind of came up with the idea after that to do a dwarven kind of style city. Here is the map of the area, which I think looks fantastic from the aerial perspective. I think it looks great. And then now we'll show off the castle. I really like how the walls turned out. They turned out really good. I like it quite a bit. But you walk in, we got stables on the right. We got some market stuff going on here. We got 2 guillotines up top there, a podium for people to talk through, and chairs for people to listen. We got target practice and practice dummies. My thought process was this is kind of like the barracks right here. I don't think I actually have a way to get up to the second floor here. I should have. Here we have a little picnic for the barracks. And then here we have the guillotine. And where you make the speech to the people down below. Yeah, yeah. But is this kind of a working guillotine? Not really. But yeah. I wanted it to be, you can like play the part. But yeah, it came out really good. And then over here we have kind of like the jail, outside jail, cages. And then some more for the troops. Target practice, food, campfire. Yada yada. And then inside, we have the throne room. The magnificent throne room. I think it came out fantastic. I love how tall the ceilings are and how open it feels. I love doing this with lava. It's one of my favorite things to do is to just let it free fall like that. I think it's awesome. I don't know if you can tell, but it's also above. I can't really tell, but I figured gold, dwarves, gold. I think that would look fantastic. But yeah, we'll do one more flyover, and I think we'll close this chapter. Kind of sad. We've spent crazy amounts of time on this. Crazy amounts of time. Wait, which one is it? F6, F4, F1? Yeah, there it is, F1. Sorry. One more flyover here. Beautiful freaking city. Honestly, I'm so proud of this build. So proud of this build. You have no idea. So proud. Then we got the mausoleum. My starter house over here. Boats. Castles. Lighthouse. Dragon Skull. Armor Hall. Kingdom. And more starter houses over here. Beautiful. Honestly, I'm so proud of this world. Honestly, if I could leave it open forever, I would. And just have my friends play on it whenever they feel like it. I might have him. He's on Xbox, so it's a little difficult. But I might have him download the world and either email it to me or send a flash drive in the mail to me because he lives on the other side of the country. And that's a wrap. That is a wrap. But yeah, I might have him send it to me so that I can have it on my own realm and play on it. I think that would be fantastic, honestly. Um, Cause dude, so much more stuff I want to do on this world. It's the most I've ever done on a Minecraft world. I swear to God, I'm not even exaggerating. It is the most I've ever done. Magnificent. Do I have shaders? No, I don't. I should turn shaders on, but I digress. Here we go. Here lies Scheiße. Hold on. Here lies. I need one of those. I'm gonna keep one pickaxe in my hand. Oh no! I want the guy on the sword. Oh, my chest plate. I don't know where my chest plate's at actually. That's right. That's how it's gonna be. All right. That's it. That is it. Beautiful world. I wanted to just cement it in digital form so I can come back to it and look at it for inspiration for my later builds. Um, but yeah, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this world tour. And as always, thank you for watching.